Welcome to Lesson 6 of Learn Klingon the Easy-ish Way. Here are some useful food words. Food is shoj. Imagine that you're going to show just how much food you can eat in one go. Shoj. Meat is HIDjolev. Imagine that someone hands you a rotting piece of meat, so you immediately hand it back. HIDjolev. By the way, HIDjolev also means animal. Restaurant is qa'vIn. Imagine a restaurant where the waiters can only speak Spanish. When the Queen tries to place her order, they can only reply, "¿Qué?" When her meal finally arrives, it is just a plateful of small sticks. "Q'a." Menu is HIDjolev. Imagine asking the waiter for a menu. He responds by hitting you on your left cheek. HIDjolev. Chocolate is yuch. Imagine that you check your secret supply of chocolate every 5 minutes. Yuch. Beer or wine is qek. Imagine that after drinking a little too much beer and wine, you can't stop your hiccups. Qek. Tea is Dargh. Imagine writing in your diary that you've completely run out of tea. Dargh. Coffee is qa'vIn. Imagine a brand of coffee, especially for Klingons, that is almost 100% pure caffeine. qa'vIn. What is the English for qa'vIn? Coffee for Dargh. Tea for qek. Beer or wine for yuch. Chocolate for HIDjolev. Menu for q'a. Restaurant for HIDjolev. Meat or animal for shoj. Food. How do you say in Klingon coffee? qa'vIn. Tea? Dargh. Beer or wine? Qek. Chocolate? Yuch. Menu? HIDjolev. Restaurant? q'a. Meat or animal? HIDjolev. Food. Shoj. How do you say, "I see the restaurant"? qa'vIn. I can see the restaurant. qa'vIn. I can't see the restaurant. qa'vIn. I see the menu. HIDjolev. I can see the menu. HIDjolev. I can't see the menu. HIDjolev. You eat the meat. qa'dibach dashop. You can eat the meat. qa'dibach dashop lach. Can you eat the meat? qa'dibach dashop lach a. Can you see the animal? qa'dibach daler lach a. You drink tea. Dargh cloaks. Do you drink coffee? qa'vIn cloaks a. Yes, I drink coffee. qa'vIn cloaks. No, I drink beer. Robert cloaks. You have chocolate. Yuch. Dargh. Do you have chocolate? yuch. Dargh. I buy the food and you buy the wine. Shoj vije, edge, daje. Here is a list of the suffixes you've learned so far. Some of them are added to verbs, action words like go and eat. And some of them are added to nouns, words for people, places and things. The verb suffixes are be, meaning don't or doesn't, a, which forms a question, lach, meaning can, lachbe, meaning can't, and lach a, meaning can. The noun suffixes you've learned are pu, for more than one being, and me, for more than one thing. You will be using these suffixes so frequently that you probably don't need images for them. From now on, though, you'll be given an image whenever you encounter a new suffix. Most suffixes are used with either a verb or a noun. You can't use lach, meaning can, with chocolate, and you can't use me, meaning more than one, with eat. Occasionally, the same suffix can be used with both verbs and nouns. Take a, for example. When used with a verb, it turns a statement into a question. You have coffee is qa'vIn dargh. Do you have coffee is qa'vIn dargh a. However, when a is used with a noun, it means bigger or more important. So battle is might. A major battle or a decisive battle is might a. A has a partner, HIDjolev. You can add HIDjolev to a noun to make it smaller or less important. So battle is might. A minor battle or a skirmish is might HIDjolev. Here are two images for those suffixes. Bigger or more important is a. A. Imagine that the bigger, more important university gives automatic A grades to students who can collect enough sticks. A. Smaller or less important is HIDjolev. HIDjolev. So imagine a smaller, less important university operating in a room at the back of your own home. HIDjolev. Let's practice those suffixes now. How do you say the planet? Yuch. The major planet. yuch. The planetoid, in other words, the minor planet. yuch. The smaller moon. HIDjolev. The skirmish becomes a decisive battle. Might a moj might home. Now, how do you think you would say the man? Lord. The smaller man. You probably answered loDHom. How do you think you would say the woman? Be. The smaller woman. You probably answered beHom. In fact, loDHom, literally smaller man, is the Klingon word for boy, and beHom, literally smaller woman, is the word for girl. How do you say the man sleeps? Kong Lord. The boy sleeps. Kong loDHom. The woman wakes up. Vem be. The girl doesn't wake up. Vem be home. The boy waits for the girl. Home, losh, loDHom. Sometimes it's necessary to use two or more suffixes at the same time. There is a simple rule at the moment. The bigger and smaller suffixes always come first. So battle is might, skirmish is might home, skirmishes is might home may. You should never say might may home. That would not be correct Klingon. So how do you say the decisive battle? Might a. The decisive battles. Might a may. The skirmish. My home. The skirmishes. My home. I attack the starships. HIDjolev v'chev. I attack the bigger starships. HIDjolev v'chev. You defend the space stations. Tengchach Dargh. You defend the minor space stations. Tengchach Dargh. Let's learn some more useful verbs. Hides or cloaks is sho. Imagine hiding a big sharp stick behind your back so you don't have to show it to the police officer. Sho. Guards is av. Imagine guarding a priceless avocado while holding a big stick. Av. Scans is Hotlh. Imagine scanning the rooms in a hotel for bugs and secret cameras. Hotlh. Hunts is wam. Imagine taking a break from hunting to rest inside a wigwam. Wam. What is the English for wam? Hunts for Hotlh. Scans for av. Guards for sho. Hides or cloaks. How do you say in Klingon hunts? Wam. Scans. Hotlh. Guards. Av. Hides or cloaks. Sho. How do you say I hide the chocolate? Yuch v'sho. I cloak the ship. Doer v'sho. You hunt the animal. Cha dawam. You guard the prisoner. Qang'a da'av. I can scan the food. Shoj v'hotlh. I can't find a restaurant. qa'vIn. I don't want tea. Dargh qangbe. I want the meat and the wine. qa'dibach q'vIn. You can add the suffix wi to many verbs. It is the equivalent of the English and it converts attacks into attacker, defends into defender, and speaks into speaker. So attacks is q'v, attacker is qavwI, defends is q'ob, defender is q'obwI, speaks is juch, speaker is jutlhwI. If you like, you can imagine that we want to find the doer of that action. How do you say, I send it? Vingech, the sender. NgachwI, I buy it. Vije, the buyer. Je'wI, the attacker has a bat'leth. Betlech raj qavwI, the defender doesn't have a weapon. Nuch rajbe q'obwI, the speaker waits for coffee. qa'vIn losh jutlhwI, the killer hunts the Ferengi. Ferengan wamwI. You can use wi to make some very useful words. Shot means hides or cloaks, so shotwI means hider or cloaker. In other words, a cloaking device. Similarly, Hotlh means scans, and therefore HotlhwI means scanner. wamwI is a hunter, and avwI is a guarder, in other words, a guard. So what is the English for avwI? Guard. For wamwI? Hunter. For HotlhwI? Scanner. For shotwI? Cloaking device. How do you say in Klingon guard? avwI, hunter. wamwI, scanner. HotlhwI, cloaking device. shotwI. How do you say, I cloak it? Vishot. The bird of prey has a cloaking device. shotwI raj tokduj. I scan it. Hotlh. The captain uses the scanner. HotlhwI, hold. The guard hears the hunter. wamwI, avwI. In the previous lesson, you learned to add Dargh to a verb to convert I see into I can see, or I hear into I can hear. You can also use qang'a, which means willing to. Qang'a converts I see into I am willing to see, or I hear into I am willing to hear. So I see is HIDjolev. I am willing to see is qangbe. I hear is qangbe. I am willing to hear is qangbe. So imagine that I am willing to ride the kangaroo. How do you say I read? HIDjolev. I can read. HIDjolev. I am willing to read. HIDjolev. I write. HIDjolek. I can write. HIDjolech. I am willing to write. HIDjolek. You sell it. Dargh. You are willing to sell it. Dargh. Of course, if qang'a means willing to, then qangbe must mean not willing to. I see is HIDjolev. I am willing to see is HIDjolek. I am not willing to see is HIDjolek. So how do you say I speak? HIDjoch. I am willing to speak. HIDjoch. I am not willing to speak. HIDjoch. You kill. Behoch. You are willing to kill. Behoch. You are not willing to kill. Behoch. In the same way, if qang'a means willing to, then qang'a must mean are you willing to? Is she willing to? And so on. You see is biler. You are willing to see is biler. Are you willing to see is biler. How do you say you guard it? Dargh. You are willing to guard it. Dargh. Are you willing to guard it? Dargh. You obey me. HIDjolev. You are willing to obey me. HIDjolev qang'a. Are you willing to obey me? HIDjolev qang'a. I am willing to hide you. qa'shot qang'a. I am willing to use the cloaking device. HotlhwI vilot qang'a. The Klingon is willing to drink the beer, but the human can't read the menu. qang'a Klingon HIDjolev loDHom. The soldier fires the torpedo. Peng bach mang. The soldiers fire the torpedoes. Cha bach ner. I can't find the target. Dosh vitu lachbe. The hunter finds the targets. Rai tu wamwI. The captain salutes the army. Mang van Hotlh. The guard doesn't trust the scanner. HotlhwI vokbe avwI. The skirmish becomes a decisive battle. My moj my home. The boys and the girls. loDHom pu be hom pu je. And that's the end of lesson 6.